Alrighty. Well, let's get going. Before we move on to anything else, I really want to make it to where each one of these I am able to pull from main just down to the local computer. So let's start with that. Feature origin. Update origin. Yeah. This is gonna be one of the last things that I do on this project, to be honest. Between that and maybe restyling these buttons right here. I don't really like these buttons, especially how big this delete button is. And then we'll just move on and go back to the launch Soku project. But while we're doing this, yeah. All right, let's give it like a basic prompt. Also, do I have, so the problem is I don't have superpowers in this repository, which I want it for like the planning side of things. So I actually need to go in here before and add superpowers. I can't remember how to do that though, to be honest. Install for you in this repo only? No. Install for all collaborators. In this usage overlay, I should have added like token maxing or something above it, because that's kind of what that's for. Just to like show the live token usage for the session and stuff. For me, I already have one down here like that I built into this app that I'm building, but for stream, also 5 minutes. Might be better if it was 2 minutes. Also, I think this is cached, because this isn't correct. I need to fix this too at some point, but all right. So let's just go talk about this feature that we want to build. I want to build a new feature for this repository that for each project, the users are able to pull down the current origins of the main branch so that their local repository can remain up to date without having any issues. So I'm thinking in the projects view, maybe next to the session grid view, there's a button that says pull main or update from main or something, to where it would get all the changes from the main branch in their repository and bring them down locally. Dude, this music is way too zesty for me. All right, so that should kick off like the superpowers plugin, which is what I've been missing in this project to begin with. And while this is working, I actually want to go create a new work tree so I can fix this Claude Code thing down here. And I actually want to do one more too to fix these buttons, all in isolation. So we'll do fix on this and then chore on this. We'll do fix usage, Claude Code usage. Save it. We're on the new branch, which is dope. And then the chore we'll do update UI, update recents UI. Oh shoot, I forgot to change this one. Oh wait, no I didn't. Alright, so in this, I want to, which one's this one again? Claude Code usage. In the usage stats, in the sidebar panel, it looks like Claude Code is cached, or there's a bug because currently it's been sitting at resets in less than 1 minute, and the usage is stuck at 15% when I know for a fact that it's not 15%. It doesn't seem to be updating in semi-real time based on the polar. So we need to debug why that could be happening. And then in here, I want to what do I want to do? Redesign the buttons on the recents view in the sidebar, where it says recall or delete. The delete button is way too big, and I think the recall should be on the right, and the delete button maybe should be next to the number button in the top left, where it shows like the number of conversations that were had in that branch. I think it should be like an icon, like an X icon, instead of like the word delete, but it should pop up Like, are you sure you want to delete this, whatever it's deleting, which would be the workspace, I think, under the hood. But yeah, the recall button should be smaller, a fixed width, and justified to the right. Okay. All right, when a user clicks pull main, what should it actually get updated? This is the core scope decision given the work tree model. Just the main checkout, update local main at config.directory to match origin main. Work tree feature branches are untouched. They pick up the new main when the user rebases and merges themselves. Simplest, yes. We don't want to rebase everything every time they push that. That's crazy. Main plus offer to sync. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. To sync work trees, update local main, then offer to rebase / merge active work tree feature branches onto the fresh main. More powerful but riskier. Rebase conflicts mid-session. We'll just do this one first, and then maybe on the individual cards or individual ones of these, we'll offer another way to rebase and fix merge conflicts. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want to do under the hood, is be able to fix those merge conflicts autonomously. Like, we don't have to touch it, because merge conflicts are the absolute worst in my opinion. So we'll do just the one. If the local main can't be updated cleanly, example, local main has diverged from main origin, checkout's dirty, what should happen? Fast forward only, else error, merge pull normally, run a real get pull that may create a merge commit or hit conflicts the user must resolve. More normal get, but can leave the repo in a conflicted status. Only advance main if it's clean fast forward. If the main has diverged, or if the tree is dirty, abort and show a clear message. Never auto merge. Matches without any issues goal. I think we should do this, and then resolve conflicts as time goes on. Also, I want to make sure that this is working over here, this overlay. So if I go to settings, usage, 5%. Does this one show 5 or 3? It shows 3, but maybe it'll update in a minute. We'll see. Run a real get pull that may create a merge commit or hit conflicts the user must resolve. More normal get. I think we'll do this. It's one of those design decisions. It's like, what's best for the user? Because I can figure out what's going on, but like under the hood, if someone's non-technical, maybe it would be harder. In the event that we merge normally and run a real get pull that may create, merge commit and hit conflicts, what would be a good way to be able to autonomously resolve those merge conflicts during that pull process? Where should the button live? Canvas toolbar, per project sidebar list, next to the active projects directory in the new work tree. Yeah, I think this one makes sense. Or session card header. No, over here. Canvas toolbar per project. I'm thinking it lives over here. I'm thinking it lives over here. I'm thinking it lives in the canvas toolbar next to the session grid view picker. All right. How should I proceed with Claude Code usage for its full fix? Yeah. Duh. Okay, yeah. So the session thing is working. I need to make that a little bigger though. Redesign the recent view items button, the sidecar. Okay. So let me address the key reality about conflicts on main in this workflow. Because all the feature work happens on our worktree branches cut from local main, the project's local main is effectively a read-only mirror of origin main. It shouldn't accumulate its own commits. Yeah, that means a pull main is virtually always clean fast forward with zero possibility of a conflict. A real merge conflict on main can only happen if something committed directly to local main off pattern. Yeah, this will hopefully never happen, because it's like when we click this new work tree, it never, like unless you go into like your VS Code and do it manually, there's no way that users of this platform would be able to commit to main directly. Here's how I layer it. Git fetch origin main, update the remote ref. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Like Git wise, that makes sense to me. So we'll do the safe sync. And hopefully if everything's working in here, I'll be able to show you guys the power, or like the whole reasoning behind why I created this platform. It was kind of out of necessity, because I was like, traditionally I come from working at one feature at a time, and I was recently put on to building more than one feature at a time. I was like, how do I do that logistically and be able to see the changes that I'm doing without having to like pull from main, switch to the feature branch, et cetera, et cetera. So when these are done, okay, so wait, is this done? Okay, so this should be done, and if it's working, so I do need to come in here. I should have a file search thing. Shoot. I do need to ask this to do one thing first. Change the port to 1450. For this, I need to do this. And then I need to change the port to 1460. Yeah, change the port to 14. When this is done, I'll change it. I kind of want to do it all at once to show why this setup is actually the bee's knees. All green, type ship paths done, root cause found and fixed. Okay. So now that this one's done, I can change the port to 1460, which is gonna introduce some bugs in a minute, but we'll change it back. I need to handle this edge case so that it automatically knows which port to use based on work trees or whatever. So the cool thing about this, I guess I can just do it now that it's changed these two, is I'm working on three features in parallel, right? Three features in parallel on my local device. And so now, if in theory, this is the Claude Code usage, in theory, so this is broken down here right now, right? And if we're following like good Git practices, good software engineering practices, like every new thing you do is on a different branch. It's on a different, it's because you don't want to fix a bug and build a new feature. And then, so this is actually a perfect example. Like we're building a new feature, we're fixing a bug, and we're updating the UI. And like you don't want to do those three things on the same branch. It's just bad practice. So lots of people think like, oh, you don't need to like hands-on code at all. Other people are of the mindset it's like you need to, and I'm somewhere in the middle where it's like, as long as we're following best practices, you can live somewhere in the middle. So this helps me do that personally, which is why I started building this to begin with. So I can start this dev server. Hopefully everything works. And then while this is doing that, I'm going to start this dev server too. And this is where kind of like the magic happens, especially, well, on any app for that matter, but just especially web apps and desktop apps, where you can be working on features in parallel and be able to view the changes in real time. So we should see two different windows. There'll be square boxes. We should see two different windows pull up here in a minute. And this one, the Claude Code down here should be fixed. And this one, these little buttons should be redesigned. And when we start this one, it should be, sweet. So the first one started. Yeah, so Claude Code is fixed now, and this one. So this is the Claude Code fix one, which is gnarly. And then this one should have the UI buttons updated over here. This might make my computer run slow just because my computer's dog, but I hate this. Like, why did it style it like that? I just want a regular ass button. But we can change that now and see it in real time. So, and in case like anyone watching, it's like, dude, what the hell is going on here? I would say this isn't good practice, but I'm using the app. Like I'm using the app that I'm building to fix the app that I'm building. So, which is kind of like, I don't know, it's not an anti-pattern, but let me give it a screenshot of what it looks like. I think the button still doesn't look very good. We need to redesign it. definitely justify the text in the center, and maybe make it have a green outline or something. It shouldn't have too much margin or padding on either side of the recall text. Yeah, we'll just keep it there for now. Yeah, so this is fixed, which is dope. I kind of want to wait until it's known as dog fooding. Correct. Yeah, I just learned that term yesterday, actually. Yeah. Eating your own shit, basically. For sure. And I actually think now that I'm remembering, I saw a video yesterday about dog fooding, but now that you say that, I seem to remember us having this conversation like one of the first days I started streaming, to be honest, because it came up in one of my spec plans and I didn't know what it was. So all right. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Sweet. All right, well, we'll commit this. I'm gonna push this to remote. Yo, what up, Vio? Progress is cooking, to be honest. What was this one again? Claude Code usage fix. Okay, yeah, we'll commit this too. What I like about this, dude, is like, sure, we're vibe coding and whatever, but we're doing it semi best practice as far as like Git trees go and stuff like that. Like we're not reviewing every line of code. You know, I'll look at it when it gets into GitHub or whatever. I could look at it in here, actually. That's why I added this files thing, because I want the thing that I think that a lot of the other platforms, or the two that I've seen, is like they don't even offer the ability to look at the file system. And so if I wanted to go in here and change something manually, I couldn't even do that. That's why I added this files thing in there, because like in the event that I want to put my own like env file or write my own code by hand or whatever, I could do that. So if we go into desktop, source, screens, and do dashboard screen, obviously these have some like linting issues, but still a work in progress, but still I could do that. I actually want to add a settings. Yeah, I want to add a settings page too. This is uncharted territory. There's no good or bad. We may be able to analyze it thoroughly in 5 to 10 years and say if vibe coding was a bad path, but until then, in my opinion, this is the renaissance of coding. I would say that's a good term. I would say the renaissance of coding is a good term. Reimagining, right? It's like this is all a big experiment. For me, like especially what I'm doing right now, like on screen, like this is a big experiment. And I had this conversation with someone else the other day. For people like myself who have been coding for a long time and like do this professionally, it's harder for us to adopt a new way of working, especially when the perception of our skills, or when our skills have the perceived likelihood of becoming more closely obsolete. It's like a scary thing to even suggest or consider adopting, So, but for me, like it's just a big experiment. It's like, okay, why not? Why not try and code something I could have previously, it would have taken me months to do all this by hand, especially because it's a desktop app and I know nothing about desktop apps. I mean, even like, this is a funny example, but even like the little sprite thing, like the little Claude Code thing that's like on the overlay on the screen, like it's meaningless and pointless, right? It's just like a little screen overlay that was fun. But that would have taken me weeks to do if I did that by hand. And like to figure out all the algorithms and how to make it start the next animation from the last place that the first one stopped. The weights, like how often one does it versus the other. But that took me, I was up until actually 4:30 last night, just playing around with it. Because I was like, oh, this is a good idea. Why not? Like have some fun with it. And that's, I think, what I'm doing with this whole like streaming journey, dude, is like, okay, I'm building cool stuff for myself and I'm experimenting along the way. And if it turns into something cool, I don't know. So, but yeah, it is a big experiment, dude. All right, let's go back to the term. I wanted to add something else in here, but I can't remember what it was. I had another feature idea for one more thing right here, but I cannot remember what it was for the life of me. Like honestly, I even think software engineers who don't use vibe coding tools could use something like this just for the ease of access of like this work tree system. I'm actually shocked now that I'm thinking about it that something like this doesn't already exist, and I just may not have like done my own research. Quigago could probably tell me, to be honest. But if there's an IDE out there that lets you really easily create new work trees and like tab or quickly switch between the work trees and have multiple preview instances running simultaneously, which again, you can do that with like VS Code and just do a new window and switch back and forth between windows. Like, yes, you can do that. That's what I was doing when I first started this. So the thing that birthed this idea, this build Soku idea, was I wanted to build two of the same features simultaneously between Claude and Codex. And actually, if we go to my YouTubes, it was the first day. I ended up just not changing. If we go to the lives, it was the first day. It was this day. I want to say, because I did like the Claude versus Codex, and I wanted to build a single feature in parallel. See how long it took, the time comparison between this one and between Claude and Codex, and then view the results in real time, side by side. But I couldn't do that with my application layer and like my IDEs. And what I ended up doing was starting two different windows, basically like this, of like Claude was on, or Codex was on this one, Claude was on this one, and it was, I created two manual work trees, right? So if we go in here and look at me, get rid of these guys, and go into launch Soku, and then we go, actually I need to go in there. Work trees, I created these two, right? Launch Soku Claude, launch Soku Codex. But because this was like super manual, just to even go back and forth between these two. And then I had to like change the ports and all this stuff. And so I couldn't view these, I couldn't view the changes in real time at the same time after it was done. And so I kind of like gave up, and I was like, screw this too, I'm not doing this. And I was like, you know what? Like this whole work trees idea is, it kind of unlocks something in my brain where it's like, no, we can build multiple things at once and view their changes in real time. Like that's a software constraint. That's a logic constraint. That's not a software constraint. Like it's not like it's not possible. So that's why I built this, which is kind of sick actually. Now we can go away. T3 code, open source, Theo's thingy. It can do this. T3 code, I don't know if I've ever heard about that. T3 code. I don't know who Theo is either. T3 code. Open source control pane for coding agents. Okay. Is this the same thing as mine? Wait, are we building the exact same thing right now? I swear on God, I've never seen this before in my life. Okay, so he has a commit and push button. Let's see. Bring your own sub. I like that he has like these branch naming stuff right here. Yeah, it might be pretty similar. Also, can we go to the README? I hate one tiny page landing pages like this. Like, can you show me more before I download this? I don't want to download this to see like what everything is. Like, just show me in pictures and stuff. Who is Theo? He's probably linked down here somewhere. Maybe in the list of contributors. Oh, there's a lot of contributors. Oh, this guy's name's Theo. Oh, it's probably this guy. Oh yeah, definitely this guy. Oh, I've seen him on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen him on YouTube. a couple times, a couple videos. I don't know what I think about him, to be honest. I don't really watch a lot of coding content. That one picture is basically what the app is. Oh, okay. That's good to know. It's a chat interface that uses -P for your installed harness. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I think about him, though. The only guy I really... Although I think Claude just opens a terminal now. Okay. The only guy I really follow or watch his stuff consistently on YouTube as far as development goes is the Prime Time. Which I don't know why he's not showing up on here. Maybe, yeah, this guy. I feel like he's got good insights. He's been in the game for a long time, but he's on the side of like read your code, which is great. I think that we need that. I think that we need both sides of the opinion. But yeah, I like his stuff. So if we go into GitHub, also, Quigago, you probably remember this. I was thinking about how the feasibility of doing something like, you remember Windows Media Player? And how they had like all their skins for like this one. Is it this? Yeah, something like this. I was thinking it might be cool if like you put some Easter eggs in, if I put Easter eggs in something like this, to make it have like a couple of these iconic stylings. Like this one was, I remember, there was a Half-Life one. I remember there was a World of Warcraft one, the spaceship, Rust. This goo one was funny. That was the Half-Life one. Obviously this one was iconic. You know what I'm talking about, right, Quigago? You got to. You're like, I think you're my age. I think you're a little older than me, but from what you said in previous streams. The Xbox one was cool. Where's the Rust one? I always like the Rust one. The thing with this is like it's easy to do because like the UIs were, I mean, it's like, it's just a basic window or a media player, so it's like there's not much functionality versus this, like there's a ton of functionality. What is that? I don't even know who that is. I probably should, but saw a video the other week of someone was making WoW inspired UIs. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think like we gotta switch it up, right? Like, because every UI nowadays obviously looks like this because that's how these models were trained on, right? To use something like this, these rounded corners and whatever. This dark blue and like the dark layout, the green colors, like I don't know. So send me the link to that video that you saw if you find it. Maybe I'll go take a look and see what it looked like. Yeah, this was the WoW one. I remember that one. Oh, XXX. That was a good one. Where is the Rust one? I swear to God, there's a Rust one. Oh yeah, this one. It's kind of cool. I think I liked how this looked futuristic to me, like this green bar. I don't know. Yeah, dude, VO, it is a throwback. I was in chat the other day talking to someone about something. Oh, it was someone asked, "Oh, what was your first gaming console?" And I said Sega, and then just out of the back of my dome, dude, I remembered the intro for Sega, and it was like Sega or whatever. It was like that 10-bit noise, and it kind of unlocked like a memory. And literally, I remember when my dad gave it to me, I was like 4 years old, and like this flood of memory just came like crashing back into my brain. And I remembered the exact place that he gave it to me, where I took a screenshot on stream actually, because I found it on Google Maps. And granted, like I haven't been back to that apartment. I mean, obviously since I was 4, let alone that city since I was 8, something like that. Oh, here's a screenshot. I actually screenshotted it for my dad because I wanted to send it to him. So this Sega sound, and this was our apartment right here. And like I had that memory just from the sound, just from this Sega sound, all Sega sound. Let me go back to it because I know y'all are gonna know what this is. Let me pause this music real quick, and then go YouTube. What was it called? All Sega startup sound. All Sega sounds. It was this one. And it wasn't that one because I wasn't born yet. It was the next one. That sound. So that when I heard that like unlocked so many memories that I hadn't thought about in literally 25 years. It's crazy how pictures and sounds and stuff will take you back to different memories that you've had in the past. Also, this was my first game that I played, was Sonic. First video game I ever played was Sonic on Sega. I forgot to send it to my dad, though. I need to send that to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. You use Winamp instead of WMP. I got you. Had to have been like 1996, around there, 1995, 1996. Because I was born in 92. And I was about 3 or 4 when I lived there, something like that. So it was either 95 or 96, something like that. I'm just waiting for this one to finish, and then we're gonna pull up this preview, run it, and see if it works. And then pull from main. I'll go ahead and open these PRs. I need to write unit tests in CI for this, because there's CI and type check. But I need to write unit tests in there too for CI. That'll be my next thing. Also, I need to fix these. These have been failing this whole time. template repo token. This is for like, this is for the launch Soku. Like if I was gonna go do a new project and new from template, it pulls in the launch Soku repo and like a clone of it. So I don't really want to mess with that right now, to be honest. So while we're doing this, let's add another one of these and do chore unit tests CI. We'll do CI unit tests. Save it, run it. We'll do Codex for this one. What's Codex's skip permissions command? Dangerously bypass approvals in sandbox. Or -- YOLO. I want to add the unit tests for this project in CI. So when we merge into, or sorry, when we open pull requests into main, the unit tests run against that pull request. I also need to fix this CI bug from the I didn't have a console as a kid, but I remember in '99 I had a Pentium 2 running Warcraft 2, Doom and Duke, Nukem, honestly the best PC era. That's insane. That's so cool. I kind of want to use Codex just to see the session percentage go up in the graphic I have on screen, to be honest. Just to like make sure that it's working, because I was up last night making that real-time graphic for OBS so that people can see like my token maxing or whatever. So stupid. Yeah, so I want to make sure that Yeah, so it's going up. So the graphics on screen for the session limits and Codex usage. So I've used 4%. It'll probably go up in a second. I think there's like a 15-second lag between sessions, or between my stream and like real-time stuff. So I hope that goes up to 4% in the next minute or two. All right. Nice. It did go to 4%. Sick. So it is working. That's dope. Also, don't mind my little degen sprite thing that I was making last night until 4 a.m. Is that too baity? I'm not doing it like to bait. It's like, I kind of just like seeing it, to be honest. And like, I'll have an idea for like a new animation, and so I'll just like go into the repo and like, hey, make an animation like the next one I want to do. But I could probably just do it in real time, to be honest. Let's just do it on here real quick, because why not? It's right here. Damn, that's insane. You had the Commodore? That's nuts. It's in this one, I think. Let's do Codex, because Claude, I just want to use Codex. So let's open another one. Codex. Yes. Let's add a new animation to the pet.html, and that'll make it be wearing a Batman mask, and have it wear a cape and kind of fly across the screen in like different angles and stuff, and then maybe like throw a smoke bomb or something like that. Let's see if it can do this. That would be so stupid, dude. If we can make it do that in real time. Here's a reference for what the Batman mask should look like. Let's do since it's pixelated, let's do a Lego Batman. What? Batman. Dude, can I not type? I can't type today, boys. Batman mask. This is so stupid. I'm an idiot. Let's do... What would be the best one? Let's do this one. Save image as. Yes. Drop that in there. Batman cape. We'll save this one too. It might not be able to tell. We'll give it this one. Save image as. Sure. Give it this one too. Let's see what it can do. I was using Claude all day yesterday for this, but let's use Codex and see what it can do. VO, I use my own Whisperflow clone type thing that I built earlier on in my streaming journey, just because I ran out of Whisperflow credits, and I was like, I don't want to pay for this, so I just did my own. it's just on brand. It's called Soku Voice. It's this guy. It functions pretty much the same way. I should put, like, just for, like, I don't want to do that though. I was gonna say I should probably put, like, the little thing, like, down below that WhisperFlow does, so you can, like, see it when it's recording, and so visually folks on stream or anyone watching me work could, like, see it. But, like, I'm not pushing it or anything. It's just an internal tool for me. I have it to where it's like a little icon on the top of the Mac. Let me see if I can pull that up on stream or not. I think it's this one. It's this one? Yeah. So this little icon right here, the third one in. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh wait, I gotta restart this. Hold on. It's old. Ooh. Restart. Sure, why not? Oh, really? Interesting. I'll turn it down. I appreciate that. I never know because I don't like have a monitoring system. Yeah, I don't have a monitoring system. So it's just like, I'm listening to it in my speakers. I mean, I can see like the monitoring on OBS, but I can't, oh, it was probably from that second screen actually. When I enabled that second screen, it probably turned on a second audio input from that screen. That's definitely what it was. Yeah, it shows that, but I think why the music was pumping was because I turned on that second input monitor, or sorry, screen monitor, and that screen also has audio input on it, which I should just mute. That's what I should do for that one. I thought it was muted already though. Maybe it was desktop audio. I don't know. How should Batman sequence trigger randomly amongst pet behaviors only with force? No, A, dude. Well, I guess C. C. Yeah, I don't understand it though, because like everyone, like people say that my mic is quiet, but like on my audio interface down here, like if I get really close and talk like that, it shows like it's clipping. And then on my OBS, like if I talk like normally, it's pretty gainy. So like if I say something like this, checkity 1 2, well, sorry, it didn't work very well. Yeah, I don't know. If I just talk like normal, it looks like this, right? It's like it's pretty high, and like it clipped too. Maybe I just don't know enough about audio engineering anymore. All right, let's click this out of this. And open this guy. That's funny. Which one should we do? Chat has to choose. Which of these? I feel so stupid right now, dude. Why am I doing this? Which one should I do, chat? Is it A, B, or C? Full dark night mode? I think it's C. Oh, that's crazy. I'll try and work on that after stream and like do some actual input monitoring. I feel like full dark night mode, like you wouldn't be able to see it because my screen's mostly dark. But that might add to the aura. Maybe I could do this one, but still outline him in orange. Because I'm just not sure if it would be visible on screen because my screen's always dark. I feel like chat has to choose though. Which one should I do? I'll wait. I think as software engineers, like, and people like building, I don't know, we gotta have fun with it too. Cause like, why not? Like, why are we? Life's not that serious. Why no smile in full dark night? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I like this smile though, to be honest. I feel like I like this one because it's like a menacing looking smile. This one just looks like he's happy though. And name the amount of times in any of the Batman movies that he was smiling, happy. C but fixed smile. All right, we'll do that. C but fixed smile. This is a silly side quest. All right, go back in here. This one's done. Wait, do I know that meme? Oh, this guy. A little smirk. What did it say? I don't hate that. Actually, let's do that. Let's tell it. Let's tell it to do this mouth. We'll just. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Like, let's make his mouth like this image. What are we doing, chat? We're just goofing off right now. I do like that Codex does this. Because even though I have superpowers built into Claude, it doesn't do this. And I love that it does this. Like, it gives me... Oh my god, dude, no way. That is so funny. I'm crying right now, dude. That's hilarious. Dude, it actually kind of did it. Oh shoot, where'd it go? How funny is that? That's actually hilarious. We're gonna run it. like it. Let's run it. So funny, dude. For the smoke bomb, should it hide the pet briefly, then reveal it? Oh, I forgot to ask that. I guess A. Or actually, C might be cool. End the sequence with the pet vanishing into the smoke. Or hide the pet briefly, then reveal it landed elsewhere. Ooh, actually A is cool. Connie, I'm kind of just goofing off right now, to be honest. I'm doing some app work in the background, which this one's done. But I'm kind of just goofing off with like that little sprite animation on the stream screen right now. Honestly, yeah. Let's preview this. Let's see this pull from main button work. Okay. Smoke bomb behavior, cloud fully hides the pet and it appears landed elsewhere. Implementation options, inline SVG layer. One. So it should show up as another one of these square ones, because these are these are previews as well. Dude, I actually love this app, bro. This is actually goated. For me and my workflow and like kind of how I've been doing things, this is sick. Because I don't have to like do any pull requests. I don't have to change branches. It's just like all on one. The hardest part about working on multiple features at once building multiple features at once are the merge conflicts, which is honestly the easiest thing for AI to handle because it knows its branching conventions and what's in, what's not. Oh, sweet, dude. It's so sick. What happens if I push that button? Nice. Cool. All right, well, it's working. Let's see what happens when I Claude Code usage. We'll fix this one, merge it into main. It'd be nice to see this one be disabled when main is up to date and when it's not, but that would add like some polling stuff. I don't know if I want to get that into it, but now that this one's in there, let's pull and see what happens. Pulled 2? I don't like that. Oh, pulled 2 changes. That's what I was saying. Nice. All right, so let's go back into here. Update origin, commit it. Commit. And push. And push this too. How much is it built? It's pretty close to being done for me. I'm not... Yeah, I mean, it's really close to being done for me. When I merge all these branches in, actually that I'm just now working on, let's create that pull request, and let's create that pull request, Yeah, when I wait, there should be 3 in here. Yeah. When I push these 3 in here, it should be pretty much done for me. Review the full sequence. All right, chat. Let's see what this looks like. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, let's try it. It's so funny, dude. What if we did another one? So it means we can test it out? I don't know how to get it to you, actually. Like, how do I... If you wanted to, I don't know. I don't know, actually. Because it says Mac only right now. It's not Windows or Linux. You'd have to have a Mac. If I wanted to, like, give it to people, I would have to make it supported for multiple platforms. Let me think about that. Also, I have to, like, remove my own personal information from it because it's, like, runs for me locally, which I could do. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard, but... Maybe in future streams, I can only sign off when all my usage limits are taken up. Then I just buy more. So we go back in here to build Soku and go into update recents UI and go update recents UI. And first I go into this one. This should be like 15 or something. 17, yeah, nice. So main is up to date. Connie, I think I could. I'm just using Tari on Rust. So I think it could be. I just haven't even looked into it. I don't have a Windows machine, so I wouldn't even know how to test it. But I should probably get one. Okay. Use Git to analyze the merge request for for this branch and resolve the merge conflicts locally and then push to remote with those changes. Actually, I know what these are. I'm being ridiculous. These are the local host. I forgot about that. We'll just do accept current and then accept current. Doesn't matter. It's just the ports. No conflicts. Nice. This is gonna fail, but I don't think I really care right now. If they don't have a Windows machine, I can try Windows RDP. Let me check that out. I never heard of that. Okay. Yeah, I might check this out. I might embark on that side quest tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Is look into making this accessible for Windows and Linux, because why not? Is there any changes? Okay. while this is working, I kind of want, since we're here, it would be insane. This would be a massive rework. Let's see if this one fixes it. All right, I want to close this out, start a new one, and let's do chore update, now a feature. Theme toggle. I want to add a new feature in here that will be a theme toggle, to where it will have different types of themes in it, and users will be able to click that button, a little dialog will open, or like a little drop down or something will open, and they'll be able to choose from a predetermined list of themes. I want for this first implementation to have a full secondary theme built out, and it'll be based on World of Warcraft. I need you to use Playwright, MCP, or ask me for assets that'll give you a good idea of what the World of Warcraft theme might look like. I don't need you to guess. Yeah, we'll start there. I should have used Ultra Code for this. Actually, while this is doing that. Yeah, I wanna send it, Quigago. I wanna see what happens. You've piqued my interest. And I wonder if I wanna make it like if I do give this to people, open source or otherwise, I don't know, honestly, I really don't know. I'm the kind of guy that's I like Easter eggs. I like gamifying stuff. And so it's if you perform certain actions, if for example, under the hood, maybe I'll collect how many different work trees that users have. Well, it would be in-app code, right? So let's just say a user uses this and creates 100 different work trees. On their 100th time, maybe some really cool, fancy animation happens. Or maybe they unlock different themes based on feature usage or something like that. I don't know. We're just having fun here. So it's why not? I don't know. But you've piqued my interest with the theme thing. And it was kind of on topic too, because I was just thinking about the Windows Media Player themes the other day. Let's go into here. Theme guide, style guide, style board, wonder how we'll tell it how to make it. Like what kind of assets do we give it to analyze? I miss playing this game so much, dude. Classic gold on stone, Alliance blue from gold, Horde red on iron. Which World of Warcraft visual flavor should this first theme capture? It drives the entire palette. Should we do look at Lich King? Oh, what if we do brand assets? This might be harder than I thought, actually. I'm like picking, because there's so many different assets you could do. Let's download this. No. Midnight launch. We'll download this. Ooh, download this maybe. Oh, both of these. I like both of these. Okay. We'll download this one. Warcraft 3 menus. Is that in here? Hold on. Let me go through back some of these. I should look at the older ones though, to be honest, not these new ones. Let's go look at some old ones. Can I sort by date? No. Oh, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Actually, goated idea. Yeah. Yeah. Better idea. Yeah, so we'll save image as. And then Maybe this one too. It's the same thing actually. Yeah, I'll say this one. We'll go off of this one. Do a bunch of them actually. We'll just go off that for now. Use this Warcraft 3 menu for style guidance. Is that a bug? What up, Nasty? It's actually coming along swimmingly. I don't remember what day you were here last, but basically we can view different branches changes in real time now, which is sick. So this one's, it'd be nice if it named it. It'd be nice if it named instead of desktop. That's another feature. If it named desktop to the branch that it's connected to, because I don't know which one's which. Now that I'm thinking about it. This one. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Because I've since merged them into main too, so. I think this one's the pull main. Yeah, this one is the recall button. Like this theme change, or like the settings change. Because this is main right now. So I changed this a little bit. And then this one was the Claude Code fix. There was a bug. So basically, I had a bug fix, I had a feature implementation, and then a chore update. And I did them all in real time. What's it called? Not real time. I did them all in parallel, and I'm able to view the changes in real time, which is sick. So I could just get rid of these though now that they're done. I don't know why it's not letting me push this though. I'm really curious to see. Oh man, I'm probably gonna run out of usage on Codex for this. I shouldn't have used Codex. I just should have used Claude. Right now, Nasty, I'm working on. Quigago said that he watched a video the other day of someone making a World of Warcraft theme for their app, and I had just been talking about Windows Media Player and how they used to have those different skins for the app. And so I was like, you know what, it might be cool if I added something like that in here. So that's what this terminal's doing right now. It's a theme toggle, and I'm going off of World of Warcraft for this one. But I kind of want to make it like an Easter egg kind of thing. Like maybe you gain access to different themes based on different actions or a number of actions you make within the app. It'd be kind of sick. I was working on making a terminal IDE as well. You tracking Claude sessions so you can reload and connect your previous sessions, even if you restart. Yeah, so that's what that's what these are actually. So it gets tracked by branch, by work tree and by branch. So I can see how many Claude sessions I had. It's a little small, but like this one had 20. Well, main has 24 different conversations that were started in it. So if I wanted to, I could pull this up and like look at all of them and then resume that conversation. I don't want to do it on main because we'll do it on file folder view. So this one had, wait, where'd it go? Oh, right here. File folder view, it had 7 different changes. And if I click resume, it brings back that conversation up with like all the history. So it resumed that conversation with that ID. Resume from summary, resume full session as is. But yeah, it's actually super sick. Relatively easy to do, to be honest. Claude makes it easy. Claude makes it easy, and the worktree branching system makes it easy. How close is Codex, dude, to finishing this animation thing? It's not gonna. It's gonna bug out before it finishes, dude. Rip. And I'm almost up with my weeklies too. I wonder what my weekly goal is on Codex, or my weekly reset. Codex usage. June 18th. That's not good. I only have the $20 plan on Codex though, so this doesn't bother me. It's like, okay, whatever. I would like this to finish before I run out though. That'd be nice.
Oh, that was quick. That doesn't inspire confidence, to be honest. That it did a full refactor of everything. That's dope. I was kind of struggling figuring out how to design. Yours looks more intuitive than what I came up with. Are you tracking your file structure for each project and you can open up the files? Yeah, because I'm kind of in between of like the two camps where it's like you don't need to know any of the code. You know, camp A, and then camp B is like you need to know all the code that you're writing. I'm somewhere in the middle, so I wanted to be able to view the files and edit them if I wanted to, right? So I could like come in here into source, screens, and like the dashboard screen and like see the changes. Obviously there's some bugs in here where it like the linting and stuff, but I can go in here and add. This is a comment, save it, and then it'll show up as a commit right here in a second. Yeah. So I can commit that change and stuff if I wanted to on that branch. So for me, because I'm both like AI and traditional, I wanted the file viewer in there too. That's just personal preference though. No way this looks even halfway decent, right? No way this looks even halfway decent. I don't have much confidence in Claude for designs. Let's see. 404 tests. That's crazy. I could be wrong. Team toggle is verified what we shipped. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if I can go preview. I don't think I have any other previews running, so we shouldn't run into any problems, but it's this one, theme toggle. $40.60, yeah, we shouldn't have any problems. Is there a master volume on? No. Quigago, what do you think? Is this gonna be even halfway decent? I think not, to be honest. I don't think it's going to even be close. We're getting close to Codex telling us no. All right, boys. Moment of truth. We've got a system, we've got dark light and Warcraft 3. Oh, it's just colors on Darkwood. Let's make it big. Okay, it's just colors. I wanted it to have like jagged edges and not round corners, and like I didn't want it to just be colors. This is exactly what I thought I was gonna do, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad. It's whatever. Light. Does it actually match? So if I change my system, system. If I change my system to light mode. Oh, it does. Nice. It doesn't change this, but that's just the terminal anyways. Neat. Okay, so if I go back into... Yeah, it is. You're right. I'm asking it too much. It was just the colors. It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So let's go back in here into Warcraft and like move it on this side, this side, and then bring this one up and put it over here. Just Tailwind. Shad Cian's probably better, but where are we? Dang. I really wanted this Batman one to finish before let me go look at that image that I gave it. Downloads. I gave it this guy. Like, it's not even close. I mean, it'd be hard to do all this stuff, right? Make it look like metal. That's asking a lot. This is like a whole design. All these angles and stuff. It did okay. It's fine. I feel like to actually do it right, you'd have to like give it assets, right? You'd have to give it like SVG assets instead of relying solely on CSS and Tailwind and all that stuff. You could do it, but they can make them. So right now it primarily just changed the colors. I'm looking for a full theme system design where it emulates every aspect of the example image, including textures, corners, border rounding. Yeah, it's a whole ass thing. SVG assets versus just plain CSS or Tailwind. Textures, etc., etc. Let's see. God, it's kind of hot in this room right now, dude. This makes me want to go back and play like OG Warcraft. Yo, what up, Elliot? It's going, big dog. It's going. For me, the basic functionality of Build Soku is pretty much done. I'm like doing a style thing right now. I fixed a lot of bugs yesterday and today. So for me personally, like I could use this to build my own products now if I wanted to. Yeah, this whole Build Soku side quest. Oh, Claudecraft. Is this what you were talking about, Quigago? Yeah, so Quigago brought up someone that was trying to like style something in the style of World of Warcraft, but he couldn't remember what it was. And so I was like, well, let me try and do that for mine. Because what brought it up, we were talking about Windows Media Player and how they had those like unique skins and stuff. Claudecraft. Is it this? World of Claudecraft. Wiki. Well, the wiki button's broken for one. Everything's broken. Everything's broken in here, so this must not be the right one. No, Quigago was saying that someone... Quigago is saying that someone was redesigning their app in the style of World of Warcraft. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do that. Is it this? Drop a link to the Claudecraft thing you're talking about. I can't find the right one. Claudecraft game. Oh, it's probably this. Oh, it is World of Claudecraft, but it was all broken. Like nothing worked. Like none of the buttons worked. Oh wait, what? Dang it. I'll have to check it out later. Do not have... Rip to our Codex session limits, boys. So launch Soku, who's your target audience? Solo founders, semi-technical to non-technical individuals who have a SaaS idea, whether it's software as a service or software in a service, which is like an MCP or an API, basically. I don't think I have like a target niche. It's just more so people. I would say it's like people who use Lovable but are slightly more business savvy. Because I feel like Lovable is for like people that work oh nice. This is so funny, dude. Oh my god. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I gotta, okay. Oh, it's so funny. I forgot we were doing that. Okay, now I gotta go. I gotta go restart the Claude one. Restart. So it should show up now. Restart from cache. It should just do it now on its own. And if I increase the frequency, yeah, I made the overlay. It's so dumb, dude. Batman. Oh wait, what? Batman. We'll change it to, I want to see it happen more often, so I'm going to change it to like 22 so I can see it like on the real one. So it'll happen like more often. It's so funny, dude. Oh, that's a goated idea. You can make avatars for chatters that appear when someone types, or you have a chat commands for. That's a really good idea. Yeah, because this is all just running locally right now on a local node server. But if I put it, you know, on the cloud somewhere, and then connected it via webhooks to something like, if I connected to something like, what do you call it? Nightbot or something. When they do custom commands, or if someone pulls up and they say something, I could do that. That's a really good idea, actually. Let me refresh this again so that the Batman one runs in real time. It should do it within like 2 minutes or so. Just watch the YouTube chat. Locally, just watch it. But then if I do it that way, I could offer it as a service, dog. I could start selling it to streamers. Yeah, Elliot, I'll try and package this up and get it somewhere where I can share it to you. Dude, I don't care, dude. Like, honestly, I was talking about this in chat earlier, like yesterday, 2 days ago. I'm such a new creator, dude. I'm such a new streamer. It's like I'm not trying to be all that, especially for the homies that are pulling up like during my origin stories. Like, I have 300 subscribers on YouTube, right? Like, if I'm at like 10K and someone asks me for it, like, yeah, go through my landing page. But anything I'm building during my origin stories, especially while I'm just like hanging out and y'all are coming in. Oh, dude, there it is. That's sick. It's a little fast. Not bad though. It's a little fast, but it's can't really see it. Okay, so I need to change that real quick. But yeah, all I have to say, Elliot, like, I'll try and package it up. What do y'all think about the Batman overlay right now? I feel like he flies a little fast. And also because like the dark suit, like I was saying before, like it's hard to actually see it, maybe. Maybe I should outline it in orange. Look up Steam avatars. Do they do something like this already? They probably do. I know nothing about you can create new modern versions of that. Oh shoot. Stream avatars? Steam or stream? Steam avatars. I feel like I almost clicked on some prawn stuff. I feel like I almost clicked on prawn chat. You can create new modern versions of that. Oh, it is stream avatars. Oh, sick. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so that's kind of what Quigago's saying. Because these look like people like in chat or something. This is very cool. Dude, I almost got taken down. It was so close to being so bad. Elliot baited me. And it's funny because I usually do that stuff off of stream screen for that very reason, like just in case someone's trolling me and I click on something bad. Yeah, I feel like you could make this super easily. I think it's all about the assets too. Like those look super cool. Like I love that old pixelated 8-bit look, you know? Alas, another side quest, boys. All right, well, I'm gonna change this Batman thing back to non-frequent. We're gonna do 0.25, and I'm gonna change it. Yeah, sure, whatever. 0.025. I'm gonna change it to make Batman fly slower and give him the sprite color, but just around the outline so that he's more visible on black backgrounds. Really, really funny though. All right, where am I at with like the actual build Soku thing? Because theme toggle, want me to launch one of those now? What was the question? I already have this up, right? A little better. Like this is a little better, right? More square versus what it was before. Hello? Mom? Mom? There we go. Or is it the same exact thing? Wait, is it the same thing? There's like this little dot right here. It's close. There's like the wood grain in the back. It's close. It's closer. Yeah, it'll just some more prompting, some more fine-grained prompting and like visual assets to make it get there. Add some like metallic type stuff in there, like bolts and shit like that. It's getting there. But yeah. I do need to restart this one too. Usage stats. Because I made a little change to this one too. I made a change to the usage stats to like show an animation or change the color to get closer to red as the session went on, but keep the brand color so like myself and viewers will know which one's which without the logo. So now it's like that. I need to commit this. But yeah, Elliot, I gotta share this, and I still have to share the Whisper Flow clone too, because there were some lads that were asking for that. Yeah, I'll try and do that tomorrow. I gotta bounce off of here in a second though. What I actually need to do would be cool for like, what I should actually do is make this open source and make it like a little more scalable to where each of the animations, yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better. It changed it to this, so he's outlined, and he flies a little slower now. So you can see him on. You'll be able to see him on black backgrounds. So funny, dude. Super funny. No, but what I was saying is I should open source this and let users of the chat go and add their own animations and like show it on screen or whatever. Did this not change it to 0.25? 0.25. I thought I changed this. Let's go back into Claude, refresh. Cool beans, I have one project I'm launching that's paid this week, and then it will be tidying up in my AirPlay receiver to be open source. Oh, nice. Would be cool if we can share assets to each other, etc. So we can all work on together. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the nature of open source, for sure. So I like it. Anyways, I'm gonna go into Build Soku, commit these changes. Theme. UI theme updates, commit it. Let's push this little cutie. Still not sure why this one's not pushing. Let me see. Clear, get status. Nah. I wonder why I did that. Clear. Update recent UI. Boom, boom. I'm about to bounce off here though. Whenever this finishes up and I'm able to push this, I'm gonna bounce. I'm trying to go touch some grass today. I've been in here for way too long. I was up until 4:30 last night working on that stupid little sprite animation, adding in all those little animations to it, the walking around, the geometry of it, like walking around my streaming camera, the Spider-Man type thing. Also, I should change it to when he's doing the Spider-Man thing. I should make him wear the Spider-Man suit. But all right, yeah, that finished. I'm about out of here, boys. I appreciate y'all pulling up. I appreciate y'all keeping me company in the chat, giving me thought-provoking ideas. I'm gonna work on getting this stuff up to somewhere I can share it. Maybe we can all work on it together. It'd be fun. Do like the classic contributing MD and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm out of here, boys.